love Tony.
It's the return of Tony's top 5 for Billy, haters, and capitulators everywhere.
Before we get to it, though, just how long has it been, do you think, Billy? Because am I embarrassing myself by saying 7 to 10 days you're good on a key lime pie?
I mean, it's still in my fridge, and I eyeball it every day and say I should probably get this.
It's a whole pie versus a slice scenario. If you got the whole pie, it's 10 days.
If you get something for Christmas, you're telling me that's got to be out of the fridge by New Year's, New Year's Eve.
New Year's, no. Holidays are different.
No, but David is saying a pie, get it out of here after a couple of days.
It goes down each shelf, 1 per day.
Well, so hold on a second. Every day you reorganize your fridge?
Yes.
You move things down?
Number 5.
Oh, wow, taking control.
You guys hear that? Listen closely for a second. There's some chords and melodies coming together in Utah.
How many shelves do you have?
Shut up, Billy. There's chords and melodies coming together in Utah. Let me read you the
So day 6, everything's out of there.
The starting 5 for the Utah Jazz. Keontae George, Ochai Agjibi, Lauri Markkanen, Taylor Hendricks, Walker Kessler. Guys, let's keep an ear in Utah.
Danny Ainge, is it an ear or an eye?
We're keeping an ear. It's the Jazz. We're keeping an ear on Utah.
Okay, it's not
an eye.
Stugotz's eye.
Nope, we're keeping an ear on the Utah Jazz. Just seeing what kind of music's happening over there. I think they're starting to get some together.
I think the eye and the ear should be in OKC if we're doing young teams, not Danny Ainge.
Do you remember the New Orleans Jazz? That's why they're the Utah Jazz?
I do not.
Did you know that?
I did.
Okay. Keep going.
Number 4.
Thank you.
Jordan Hawkins.
It's like the Lakers.
From UConn. Best shooter in the NBA draft. DMV stand-up.
That is an odd choice for number 4.
Minnesota.
From all the things
Jordan
in the
Hawkins,
NBA draft.
you saw him play, right, Dan?
All the things. He's better than Juan Wick.
Easily.
Oh, no.
No, he's not.
No one's better than Juan Wick.
No one is better than Juan Wick.
No.
Is he a Latin action star? No.
There is a top tier in the NBA, and I believe he fits the mold. I'm seeing Luka. I'm seeing Jokic with Juan Wick. That's because he's extremely slow and plodding.
Yes, the evolution of the sport is towards slower. Jokic is the new copycat. We're going to go loaf of bread slow.
Yeah, but that loaf of bread is 7'1". This loaf of bread is 6'6".
Yeah, but
that's still pretty big at the position, though.
At what position?
Jokic does not have a cool name like Juan Wick.
That's also true. Number 3, Spurs. Get over yourselves. We knew where you were going. You didn't have to take all 5 minutes. I'm waiting for one time for an NBA team, an NFL team, an MLB team, somebody to have 1 second run off the clock, and that person sprinting up here. Here it is. Here's our Wembanyama.
The Spurs played it out. They
5
did that.
minutes. Come on. We got things to do. The whole first round, by the way, 3.5 hours. What are we doing?
Can you pass me the ball just briefly? I know it's your top 5. I see a lot of people tripping over themselves now to come over to the, Wemby's not that good side of the street. Stay over there. We don't want you. We called this. You saw that workout video?
I saw a lot of misses.
Yeah, I didn't see a make. The one make was out of frame.
You, though, are the critic hater's delight in that you are taking this from 2 angles. One, can the 7'5" guy dribble like a 6'4" guy?
He can't. Turnover prone.
He's 7'4".
And, well, he'll be 7'5" by the time we're done with talking about this because he's still growing.
Turnover prone.
But then the other bet you're making, and you're going to take a victory lap on this one that's unseemly, is when he gets hurt because people like this always have foot problems.
Yes.
Yes. You're going to take a victory lap.
That's what I'm doing. It's an informed opinion. Instead of just saying greatest, most NBA-ready prospect of all time, let's look at the frame and let's look at the body of work. I'm not here to project. That's San Antonio's job. But right now, this player can't shoot. Very thin knees. They're probably going to buckle under one back down.
Okay, does Wemby
and there's an
thin
Achilles
knees?
tear waiting to happen.
Now do you see that he knows everything about everything?
He does have thin knees.
That's
true.
I got one word. Well, is it one word? It might be 2. Either way, plantar fascia.
Number 2.
Number 2, speaking about NBA-ready guys, I'm pushing all of my chips to the middle of the table on one guy in this NBA draft. His name is Scoot Henderson. I think he's going to be the best player out of this draft. Portland's not going to have Dame for much longer. He's going to be able to take that mantle for one of the best players in the league. I think Scoot Henderson's a really good guy.
The Thompson twins went into the gap. You don't see that too often.
They did, and God help them.
A good guy is your analysis. You're analyzing. You're doing a top 5, and Scoot is a good guy is what you're doing with number 2. Number 1.
Number 1. Way too much dick in the NBA draft.
Grady Dick did get...
Not only Grady Dick, Dan. I've got something else. Play it.
But I tell you, I like Dick from Kansas.
Grady Dick. Fat Joe. I mean, what are we doing here?
What do you mean? What is he doing?
You got to go full name there.
Do you?
Yeah, I think so.
It's a guy's name.
It gets confusing.
Grow up.
That's right.
It gets confusing. You
That's
never know.
right. Grow up.
Oh, grow up, please.
Fat Joe, is that beard painted on?
Yes.
That's paint.
Yes.
I mean, who's to say?
Is it tattooed or painted?